How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fight. What's going on, people? This is a day of another day. Of another day that we call Monday. Anybody being said, what's good, people? I shared the rate part and stuff right there real quick because I have a lot of things on my mind, which you already know and stuff, and let me just move slightly. Okay, so you can see me. So, in case you don't know this, but, they had a mistrial in reference to the transgender that was murdered. Now, she was 21 years old, and basically, she had a discrepancy in reference to the guy, Rico, that ended up killing her, allegedly. You know, but the thing about it is that they said they had to do a mistrial because they feel as though they didn't have, I guess, enough evidence or something just seemed to be missing. But I'm going to give you an idea basically what had happened now. Remind you, allegedly they said that they saw the person stand over top of her, shooting her with the gun and stuff, and basically emptying the gun inside of her. But you know, like I said before, everything is not always accurate when it comes across the media, so I have to say allegedly because I don't know, and you know, the person that could really tell the story is Zella, but she's passed on and stuff, and you know, I'm gonna give you an idea in reference to the story. Check this out. Update: Zella Ziona mistrial declared after death of the transgender woman. So, Montgomery County jury failed to reach an unanimous verdict Friday in the murder trial of a man who was charged with October the 15th shooter death of a transgender woman. Now, Rico LeBlond was charged with first-degree murder in the death of Zella. She was 21 years old. And they said that Zella was found in the alleyway in Gaithersburg, Maryland, with a gunshot wound to her head and groin. Later died in the hospital. Now, LeBlond had known for Zella for, you know, through middle school and stuff. And prosecutors said that the jury said that LeBlond, Rico, basically attacked Ziona because he was embarrassed after she flirted with him in front of his male friends. And police had been called to the scene shortly after, you know, before the shooting death of, you know, to break up a fight between Ziona and she was hit with a stick. Now, later that night, the police believed that Ziona was lured to the alley where she was shot. Now, the defense attorney, David, said the police gave substantially different descriptions of the person, you know, that people said they had the gun who were fleeing the scenes. Now, they said that WTOP reported that after 3 days after deliberation, the jury deadlocked 10-2 in favor of conviction. Judge Andy declared a mistrial, according to WTOP. Reported. A spokesperson for the state attorney general said prosecutors plan to retrial the case this summer. Family members had saw it as a hate crime against Rico. Transgender people face an increased rate of violence, and more transgender people are killed in 2015. 21 people than any other year on record, according to the Human Rights Campaign Advocate, you know, organization. Now, I'm going to show you the video that went out in reference to the news and stuff. And let me just warn you, the wrong pronouns are going to be used. So, just be ready.
At the end of the day, we could not prove that it was, in fact, Mr. LeBlond. And quite candidly, he's presumed to be innocent. And the DNA evidence did, in fact, exonerate him.
Prosecutors say in the stabbing at the Twin Brook Metro, the victim was unable to identify his attacker. The charges were dropped. Rico LeBlond was set free. He was arrested again a few weeks ago, this time for stealing a car. Again, he was released, this time pending a trial. Family members of DeAndre Smith, who went by the name Zella Ziona, say it's time for the man who killed her to be locked up for good.
He doesn't need to be out on the street any longer. He doesn't deserve to walk the streets any longer.
According to prosecutors, Ziona had known the defendant since middle school. The two had been involved in an argument early last Thursday. About an hour after that confrontation, prosecutors say 20-year-old Rico LeBlond put a mask on and hid behind a dumpster, waiting to confront Ziona again. Witnesses say LeBlond fired one shot from a distance and then stood over the victim, firing the gun repeatedly, hitting her in the head and groin. Prosecutors say it's too soon to know if LeBlond will be charged with a hate crime.
What's going to make that determination is always where do the facts lead you? And where do the facts tell you what the real motivation is?
Family members of the victim say LeBlond should lose his freedom, just like their loved one did.
My nephew doesn't have the freedom to be who he was or wanted to be anymore. So that's what justice is to me.
All I can say is rest in peace, Zella Ziona. 21 years old, and she knew who he was and killed her. Rest in peace, and the family, you're in my prayers. Okay, you see that? All I can say is rest in peace, and she's only 21 years old, and to be murdered, and it's not a trial of they didn't know what she was or didn't know who she was, what the case may be, but she was murdered, and they said a mistrial. But the thing that gets me is that if everything leads up to this person as far as him doing it, why is he walking free? Now they say he committed another crime since he's been out once again and stuff, so, I'm not going to say too much into this video and stuff because I don't know. Sometimes I just don't think people really care, and sometimes I feel as though I'm screaming and no one cares. So I'm just leave it at that. But rest in peace, my sister. And just be careful out there. And I just want to share this with you. And I'm gonna let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.